Okay, it's International Waffle Day, and of course we're celebrating by making waffles. Our photojournalist, Justin Calderon, he's at Max and Louie's New York Diner. And Justin, I want to know, did you actually mix the batter? Did you do that?
Well, Roman Paul, I didn't necessarily mix the batter, but they make this fresh scratch batter every single morning, and I'm here with owner Drew Glick.
How you
Drew,
doing?
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us here.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for being here, I should say.
Oh yeah, and happy International Waffle Day, and we're going to be making
it's a very big holiday.
Oh yes,
especially
sir.
at Max and Louie's.
Yes,
big holiday.
Oh yeah, and Drew, how do we get started on making one of these bad boys?
Well, we have again our scratch batter. We've got a little bit of lemon zest, which gives it our little twist. We'll start it here, and then we have a bunch that we already made. That we can kind of go over, but.
But you make this custom, make this batter every morning, scratch made.
Multiple times throughout the day.
Very special ingredients.
Yeah.
Cool. And what do you think, Drew, makes a good waffle?
Oh, I mean, to me, the most important thing is the batter has to be right, but it also has to have this crispy edge. You know, there's nothing worse than a soggy waffle.
Oh yeah. And what kind of consistency are you looking for in these batters? Like not too runny, not too thick?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be just right. If it's too thin, it's gonna, it's gonna fall. If it's too thick, it's just gonna be a weird, hearty. Yeah.
And Drew, while that's going, can you tell us a little bit about Max and Louie? Y'all been serving San Antonio for 8 years now, correct?
Almost 8 years. September will be 8 years. So we opened in September of 2016. Gangbusters. We were 125 seats at the time.
Oh wow!
We're now at almost 300 seats.
Whoa!
So we've more than almost tripled the seating, and it's we have thankfully long waits, but we have a great app that you can avoid the wait. We've got a full bar.
Oh yeah.
I don't promote it as much maybe as I should, but everything we do that's meant to be from scratch is from scratch. So our pancakes are one of the few places in town that make it 100% from scratch. We sift all the dry ingredients, separate the yolks and the whites. Our French toast, which is our #1 selling item on our menu, all day and night.
You say you make these loaves every day?
Yes. We make 1,500 loaves of that challah bread a week. Yeah. Just for for that, and then of course for our sandwiches, we make our hollandaise, the rye bread. We bring the rye bread in from New York, and then we finish it here. Our pastrami, our corned beef, our pickles, our sauerkraut, all come from New York, from a special place in Brooklyn that's been doing it for over 100 years. So we do things just a little bit different.
Well, the attention to detail here is exquisite, but you said there's a special inspiration behind bringing this here to San Antonio.
Yeah, so Max was my great uncle, Louie was my grandfather. They were butchers. Yeah. They were butchers, right there. They were butchers in Brooklyn. They, died in the 70s and 80s. But this is sort of an homage to them. But their children lived here came here during the Vietnam War, lived here for 55 years. My uncle was a surgeon in town, and that's what he called me up one day. He says, "Why don't you move to Texas and we'll open up that deli?" Now we call it a diner, but why don't you come and open up that deli we always talked about? And we did it.
And what's been the reception for you over these past 8 years? It seemed like the community really was welcoming with open arms to you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we just do things a little bit elevated for the food that we serve. We're still a diner. We're still serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all day. But we are fanatical about our hospitality.
Absolutely.
I think we're getting close.
Oh yeah. Oh look at. Oh my gosh! Look at that. Perfectly made right here.
So got our gloves on. So
beautiful.
You want a sugar?
Oh yeah, sugar. Yeah.
Oop, my fingers.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh man, beautiful right here. And you said the syrup that you have is specially made in-house with some special ingredients.
So our syrup is sort of our secret weapon. It's half butter, half syrup. We call it maple butter syrup. That's why it has that tan color. So we emulsify fresh, really good butter, cold butter, into the warm maple syrup. And it gives it that, why don't we put it down?
Yeah. Give me a nice little sizzle. Ooh, look at that right there. And butter makes everything better, Drew, doesn't it?
Butter makes everything better. We got a fork here for you to kind of go to town a little bit.
Oh, yeah, and while I'm going to town on this, can you tell us about where you're located and your contact
so
info?
we're off at 281 and Bitters in the Embassy Row Shopping Center, right next to the Embassy movie theater. Again, we've been here almost 8 years. So it's very convenient off of the highway. People kind of always know where this area is. There's rumors we may be interested in doing another location, but that's not official, so don't tell anybody
Oh yeah,
I said that.
And real quick, you'll have you're introducing your first ever Fiesta medal, right?
Yes, I wish I had. I'm picking it up today, but I'm really excited. They're really, really cool. So we'll have a Fiesta medal today.
Oh, I can't wait. Hey, well, Drew, I appreciate you having me and having all these great menu items for us. And I'm going to send it back to studio. Roma and Paul, happy holidays.
Happy Waffle Days is more like it. That looks delicious, Justin. I also want to try that French toast.
I think I know where I'm going to go for lunch.
I know, you were saying, I can't believe I've never been there.
I cannot believe, I'm almost embarrassed to say I've never been there before.
Well, you're in for a treat, Paul. Dinner too, their menu is extensive, so check it out.
I got to go check that out. Okay, what kind of